Well, this is the first one where I actually had trouble with. This took me 14 attempts, I believe. But now you may be like, oh, well, it's only 100 enemies. Like, it's like not as difficult as like 6 or 5 or whatever. The thing is, the thing that probably makes me die a lot, like makes me have trouble in these maps, is the start. And I'm already having a lot of trouble with the start. But you want to get the SSG first, and going around that side actually is a bit of trouble, because if you go on the left side there to the hit scan, you are going to take a lot of chip damage from them and you're just going to be in a lot of deep shit. Or you can go to the right side and get a HK, a Hell Knight in your face, and you're going to be in just as much trouble. But I avoided him this time, and now you just want to go to the Archvile and just deal with him. And now just trigger this fight and go and grab the Soul Sphere very quickly, because what's happening right now is a lot of trouble. Now you want to come back, and there's not room right now for the yellow key, so I ran back so everything can thin out around the red key, the yellow key, and so I can come back, grab it, and with the yellow key, or just any key, but mostly the yellow key, I press this button, and you grab the rocket launcher. The yellow key fight is definitely like the easiest, so you want to like do that. And with the rocket launcher, this fight becomes a lot easier, because now you can just quickly kill the hit scan, the Pain Elemental, and the Revenants, along with these Cacodemons in the back, which weren't too threatening, but yeah. And since that Revenant is not awake, he is blocking a lot of hit scan to teleport, and now they're teleporting in. And now you just thin these guys down. And a lot of stuff is like over at the like at the top, and you can just let them thin themselves out with infighting, or you just throw a bunch of rockets at them. It doesn't really matter. And you just gotta get rid of them so you can go back up. This is probably the easiest way to deal with the map, but oh well. Because I definitely don't want to be doing the blue key fight with no rockets. Rockets definitely make that fight a lot easier, along with the red key fight. Rockets don't really make the yellow key fight easier, because it can really just be made a lot. It's still a lot of infighting, and you don't like want to hit stuff with infighting. Also, I didn't notice that the Sunlust logo has R&D on the top or left of it for Rivix and Danny. How interesting. Anyways, so with that thing that just came up, let's get into view. So that right there is like a switch can lower that, and you get the Megasphere, and all the hit scan comes down along with the Revenants if they're still there. However, if you come out from the red key fight, they're going to come down, and just automatically, which is, I think, a really cool idea. Just dynamic design, how it works. But yeah. Now you just want to clean up this area. Not really necessary to have more trouble. And yeah, that switch lowers that, which you can get pretty early on if you didn't need it, but I didn't need it. That's a secret right there, and that opens the plasma gun. But now I'm getting ammunition. I have a lot of shells, but I don't really need it. And look at that design. Really, really nice. Really nice. I remember there being a Baron down there, but like, I don't know. Must have just had Mandela effect. You want to use a plasma on the Revs and the chain gunners. Now just thin out these imps. And there's an archvile down there. Not too difficult to deal with. This music is actually kind of strange because even though I heard it first in the Ancient Aliens, it feels more suited to Ancient Aliens. Even though I heard it first in Sunlust because I played Sunlust first. I still haven't finished Ancient Aliens, but it feels and like Ancient Aliens came out later, so I don't know. Maybe Skill saw it like early on. While Ancient Aliens was in early development, and it was made for both of them at the same time. Also, coincidentally, they're both in a MAP04 slot, which is kind of funny. Anyways, this last fight is not difficult at all, especially if you have a lot of health going in. Just save that Megasphere right now. And then there's, yeah, just one more hit scan that came in late. And then there's an archviles there to keep me moving. And yeah, that's the map. It was, I don't think it's as much fun to play as 3 for single segment play, but this is definitely like my favorite to play casually. But yeah, that's Soul, MAP04 of Sunlust.